It's Friday and the All-Atlantic Championship is on the line. Sammy Guevara goes one-on-one with All-Atlantic Champion Orange Cassidy. The match kicks off at a slow pace, well, at an Orange Cassidy pace, as Cassidy starts with the slow leg kicks to Sammy Guevara, but Guevara takes it personal and hits Orange Cassidy with a thrust kick and then lands the STO in the centre of the ring. Sammy Guevara looks for the pin, but it's not enough, and Orange Cassidy is able to kick out. From here the match quickens and both men get in all sorts of moves. It really is a back and forward match, and just as the match is going, Sammy is able to hit the springboard cutter, and as he looks to go for the 630 splash, you see the lights begin to flicker, but somehow Sammy is able to land it just enough on the back of Orange Cassidy, and he goes for the pin. And as the ref counts 1, 2, and just before the 3 count, the lights flicker once more. Sammy is bewildered, and as the match is in its dying embers, both men are tired and exhausted, and they're fighting back and forward. But Sammy is able once again to get the upper hand, lands a thrust kick, and then lands Orange Cassidy on the back of his head. Sammy goes into the corner and he's calling for Orange Cassidy to get back to his feet once again. Sammy has Orange Cassidy up and he lands the GTH, and it looks like we're going to have a new All-Atlantic champion. But as the ref goes down to count once more, the lights go out again. Sammy gets in the ref's face and he's asking what the hell is going on, but he turns his attention back to Orange Cassidy, and again the lights flicker, but this gives Orange Cassidy a chance to reverse whatever Sammy was going for, and he lands the beach break. And then as Orange Cassidy is eyeing for Sammy Guevara to get back to his feet, the lights begin to flicker for him too, but it doesn't evade, and Orange Cassidy goes for the Superman punch, but the lights go out once more. As the lights come on, you see the ref ringing for the bell, and everybody is confused in the ring. But then we see Sammy Guevara lying with black mist all over his face and in his eyes. And Orange Cassidy is bemused. He's looking at the ref for answers. The ref is looking at him for answers. Nobody knows what the hell happened to Sammy Guevara. And even Orange Cassidy is gesturing to the fans saying, what the hell happened? Nobody knows. But then next week on Dynamite, in an interview with Alex Marvez, Orange Cassidy is asked on his opinion on what happened last week on Rampage in the main event, and in typical Orange Cassidy style, he looks down the barrel of the camera and he says, I don't know, and just walks off nonchalantly. Then we move over to the Impact Zone. All-Atlantic Championship is on the line once again, and it's going worldwide this time. The Forbidden Door is truly broken down, and Orange Cassidy is putting the All-Atlantic Championship on the line in a match against Ace Austin of Impact Wrestling. And the match kicks off just as every other Orange Cassidy match does, with the nonchalant leg kicks. But this time, Ace Austin just looks in the eyes of Orange Cassidy as in to say, what the hell are you doing? And Cassidy goes to put the hands in the pockets, but Ace Austin goes for the powerbomb, but Orange Cassidy able to roll through and he goes for the pin. Obviously, Ace Austin is able to kick out of this one before the ref's 3 count. And now Cassidy's saying, get back to your feet. And this match really kicks off here. Both men showing their speed and agility, able to evade each other's moves and land moves of their own. And the match is one of the best that we've seen on Impact all year round. But then Ace Austin really takes control, and his quickness seems to be too much for Orange Cassidy. He's able to know exactly what Orange Cassidy is bringing to the table, and he's able to fight off all sorts of offense from Orange Cassidy, showing his quickness and his power and proving that he is one for the future. And then as we see, Ace Austin goes for the tope suicida, is able to land that, gets Orange Cassidy back in the ring, and it looks like it's going to be all over for Orange Cassidy as the jumping neckbreaker lands. But no, Orange Cassidy shows why he's the All-Atlantic champion and why he continues the fight on. He's then able to evade the avalanche suplex from the middle rope and then screams at Ace Austin to get back to your feet. Then Ace Austin shows his inexperience and rushed Orange Cassidy, but Orange Cassidy able to evade and land the Stun Dog Millionaire. Cassidy goes for the pin, but Ace Austin is able to kick out, but then Cassidy lands the orange punch and gets the 1-2-3 to retain the All-Atlantic Championship on foreign soil in Impact Wrestling. But just as Cassidy is leaving the ring, once again his attention is taken away from the win and we see an ominous figure on the ramp. Cassidy, wasting no time, goes to confront whoever this is. As he's walking slowly up the ramp, as the spotlight follows him, it reveals that the person is Julia Hart. And Julia looks in the eyes of Orange Cassidy and she says, "You're free to make whatever decisions you want, but you are not free from the consequences of that decision. So celebrate. Isn't this what you wanted? As these are the fruits of your labour." Orange Cassidy is shocked. He's frozen still. He doesn't say a thing. And then Julia Hart just looks him in the eye and blows a kiss. And with that, she just turns her back and leaves. And Orange Cassidy is left confused, wanting answers. He's looking around, doesn't know what's going on. And then the lights go out once again. When they come back on, Orange Cassidy is laying flat on the ramp with the All-Atlantic Championship down by his side. It looks like Julia Hart and the House of Black have targeted Orange Cassidy and the All-Atlantic Championship. Then we move to Dynamite and we see Orange Cassidy walking through the backstage area when he hears a familiar voice call him from behind. "Hey Cassidy, wait up!" As he turns and looks who it is, it's the best friends, Trent, Beretta and Chuck Taylor. And both of them are saying, "Hey, listen, you're not alone here. We're the best friends, we'll always have your back. Let's go find them. Let's go see who done this. Look, we know who it is. It's the House of Black, and we're not afraid of them. We'll take them on," says Trent. "We'll fight anybody for our best friend." So Trent says, "Let's go, come on, let's go to the ring now." Chuck Taylor says, "Yeah, let's go to the ring now, we'll call them out. They're not going to run from us, Eddie." But Orange Cassidy just says, "No, I can't do that, guys. Look, they're not around. Anyways, I got a flight to catch. I'm off to Dublin, Ireland to OTT Wrestling to put the All-Atlantic Championship on the line. I need to focus, lads. Look, I'll catch us next week." And just leaves. And Trent and Chuck Taylor are left bemused. Chuck Taylor says, "Hey, Cassidy, wait, we'll come." And Trent says, "No. Chuck, leave him. He has to go to Dublin, Ireland. I'm not in the mood for drinking. I'm not going there." And Chuck looks at Trent and says, "Okay." Then we move over to Dublin, Ireland in the National Stadium as they have Jordan Devlin going up against Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship at OTT Wrestling. Cassidy starts off the match in his usual style, nonchalant, walking around. And Devlin says, "Don't treat me like that. I want to fight. I want any of this messing bullshit. Let's wrestle. Because I'm the import killer." And Cassidy says, "Shh, shh." And starts off with the low, slow leg kicks. And Devlin doesn't take kindly. He says, "I'm not messing with you." And he headbutts Orange Cassidy. Picks him up and settle Devlin inside. Goes for the pin, and it looks like Orange Cassidy might lose his All-Atlantic Championship already, but no. Cassidy's a fighting champion and he's able to kick out before the ref comes down with a 3 count. The match starts very fast and Devlin gets the upper hand very early, and it looks like Cassidy's head is melted, but he's able to get out of the way and hits the drop kick with the hands inside the pockets. Then Cassidy's able to fight on and land a blue thunder bomb. The match is so back and forward, and Devlin able to land a spinning back elbow. As he comes to go, Cassidy's able to reverse and land some elbows of his own. Both participants able to add moves of their own. Canadian Destroyer by Orange Cassidy. Devlin then has Cassidy on top of the ropes, and he's able to land a big Spanish fly from the top ropes. The OTT crowd are loving what they're seeing, and Devlin looks like he's gonna get the win here, as he has Cassidy in a cloverleaf and he's raking back. He's gonna break the back of Orange Cassidy and be called the new All-Atlantic Championship. Cassidy is able to fight on like the fighting champion he is. He's able to use his upper body strength and his leg strength to push off and flip John Devlin and somehow get out of the submission. Then down, Devlin gets caught with a beach break. Cassidy now is screaming. He's fighting the fighting champion that he is. As he goes into the corner, he lions Jordan Devlin up, and he's able to land the orange punch. Pick up the win to retain his All-Atlantic Championship in Dublin, Ireland. And again, as Cassidy's leaving the ring, he's confronted by Julia Hart once more. And Julia just looks at Orange Cassidy. She says, "The house always wins." And then just blows him that kiss once more. He turns and leaves. Cassidy this time though is ready for a fight, but a fight does not come his way, and he's left wanting and waiting. Then we move over to New Japan Pro Wrestling as Orange Cassidy, on his last stop of his title defense, is in New Japan to face Will Ospreay. But Cassidy looks more conflicted, and before the ref can even ring the bell, Cassidy goes and attacks Will Ospreay on the outside, takes off his jacket and his backpack, and he throws Will Ospreay into the ring. But this aggressive style from Orange Cassidy gets him caught, and Ospreay is able to catch him on the springboard and land a powerbomb. Then Ospreay is calling and lands the springboard clothesline. But Cassidy is able to keep fighting on, and this match becomes one of the fastest paced matches that you're going to see anywhere across the world, as both men land their moves. Both men using their agility and their speed, and it's a back and forward bout that looks like it can go either way at any time. But just like all the others, Cassidy is a fighting champion, and he keeps coming back. Ospreay then takes Cassidy over the ropes, and he's calling for Cassidy to get back to his feet, as it looks like Ospreay is going to go for it. Springboard? No. Cassidy calls his bluff and they're able to stand still, but while he's looking into the crowd, Ospreay comes over the top ropes. And this conflicted Orange Cassidy, he's just making mistakes after mistake. It's not the same Orange Cassidy that beat Jordan Devlin. It's not the same Orange Cassidy that beat Ace Austin, and it's not the same Orange Cassidy that beat Sammy Guevara. And it looks like Will Ospreay is about to catch him as he lands a Stundog Millionaire of his own. But then Cassidy fights back, and then he's able to add the Stundog Millionaire. Then he goes into the corner, and we know what he's looking for here. Waits for Will Ospreay to get back to his feet, and he goes to have the orange punch, but Ospreay is able to roll outside and get away from it. But then as Ospreay goes for the swinging neckbreaker, somehow Orange Cassidy lands a low blow and the ref doesn't see it. And this is not like Orange Cassidy to go that low. A cheap move, and he lands his orange punch and retains the All Atlantic Championship. Orange Cassidy then turns his attention to the crowd and he hears the roars of the fans, and that's when it's revealed that Julia Hart is in the crowd. She just looks up at Orange Cassidy and she says once again, the house always wins. She blows once more the kiss of death at Orange Cassidy and leaves Orange Cassidy in the ring, confused and conflicted once more. On an episode of Dynamite, we have a video vignette from Julia Hart. She looks in the camera and she says, "Forgiveness is between you and God. Retribution, consequences and pain is between you and Him." She looks back into the shadows as if someone is watching her. She looks into the camera and she says, "The boatman's toll is due." She says, "The house always wins." Later on that night on Dynamite, we have a match in the Trios division as the Dark Order's Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds and John Silver goes up against the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. The match kicks off with both teams able to get their moves in. John Silver shows his quickness and his strength in a quick combination strike. Trent is able to floor Evil Uno with a bulldog. Evil Uno able to get the tag into Alex Reynolds, and Reynolds turns her on for a spell in the match. The match is really back and forward then, as both teams are able to get their moves in, but the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy are able to take the upper hand in the match. At first, Alex Reynolds is disposed of. Then John Silver is knocked off the apron and he's surplus to requirements before Orange Cassidy is able to land the Stun Dog Millionaire. And just as Cassidy is lining up the orange punch, the lights go out again. When they come back on, Julia Hart is standing in the ring. She looks into the eyes of Orange Cassidy and she says, "He is going to make you feel so desolate and alone that the only thing you have left to talk to is your shadows. Then you'll truly understand that the volume of your voice is so low. Now you realise that you've been arguing with God himself." She then screams at him and says, "The boatman's toll is due." She blows him the kiss of death and the lights go out once again. When they come back on, she's gone, but on the apron, Malakai Black is here. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't make a move, but then the crowd erupts and we see Buddy Matthews on the apron beside Trent. We see Brody King on the apron beside Chuck Taylor, and all hell breaks loose. The House of Black start beat down on the Best Friends. The match is thrown out and the Best Friends on the outside again, obliterated. But Malakai Black doesn't move. He just looks into the eyes of Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is frozen shut. And Black gets into the ring. He walks slowly towards Orange Cassidy, but on the outside, Buddy Matthews and Brody King are beating the best friends to a bloody pulp. But inside the ring, no movements. Both men just staring at each other. Cassidy is ready. He knows that if Malakai Black makes a move, he has to be ready. But Black does not move. He keeps looking as the House of Black are destroying the best friends on the outside. Chuck Taylor has been thrown around like a rag doll. Trent has been beaten on the outside. And the strength of Brody King squeezes the life out of Chuck Taylor and leaves him obsolete in the ring. And then Cassidy looks around and sees that he's left alone, and he realises he has to make the first move. Goes for the orange punch, but Black is able to get out of the way, and he lands a roundhouse kick. Cassidy then tries to escape the ring, but Black catches him and hits him with the Black Mass. The House of Black have returned, and they've laid waste to the best friends in Orange Cassidy. We can clearly see that Malakai Black has his eyes set and his sights set on one thing, and that's the All Atlantic Championship, and to wreak havoc in All Elite Wrestling once again. Friday night on Rampage, we get a camera crew backstage with the best friends in Orange Cassidy as they're putting up the Christmas tree to get ready for the holidays. They're conversing with each other on how to solve the House of Black problem. Chuck Taylor says, what do we do? Do we just look for a fight? Do we try to fight these guys? Trent says, no, that's not going to help. And Trent says, what if we no, that's not going to help either. And Chuck says, oh, I have a plan. What if we no, that's not going to work. And both members are trying to think of a solution to the problem when Orange Cassidy looks into the camera and just walks up to the camera and says, House of Black, you think you can just come back and take on the best friends and me? Well, that's exactly what you can do. Next week on Rampage, Holiday Bash, the best friends versus Buddy Matthews and Brody King. Malakai, you want a shot at this? Okay, New Year's Bash. See you then. And Orange Cassidy just walks out of the picture, and Trent and Chuck Taylor are saying, yeah, you want those House of Black? Let's go, we're ready, we'll fight anybody, come on, bring it on. And they both walk off. Chuck Taylor goes one way, and Trent goes the other. And Taylor realises, hey, wait, you going that way? Oh, guys, wait up. Then on Dynamite, we have another vignette from the House of Black, this time from Malakai, and he says, what has become of us? What have you all done? Have you all abandoned your faith this quickly? Have you all abandoned the house? You have us burning at the stakes as so soon, clinging like children to this new world. Now comes the way of the old. Now comes the worship of death. All must suffer so all can suffer a new beginning. Mr. Matthews, what is the verdict? And Buddy Matthews says,
even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. The verdict is obliteration. The obliteration of anyone that stands in the way of the House of Black. Anybody that thinks they can survive us will be dealt with accordingly.
Then Malakai says, what is the sentence, Mr. King? And Brody King says, I no longer fear death. Death can have me when it earns me. The sentence is extermination. The extermination of all who try to contradict the teachings of the House the extermination of all who try to step in the way of our vision. Then Malakai says, so anyone who has an issue with how the house conducts its business, cometh the one, cometh them all. Then Malakai looks down the barrel of the camera and says, the house always wins. Then Friday is upon us. AEW Rampage Holiday Bash. We get the tag team match between the Best Friends and the House of Black. The House of Black looking bigger, stronger than ever on their return. And the match kicks off with Buddy Matthews and Chuck Taylor slogging away in the middle of the ring. Chuck keeps fighting back, but Buddy Matthews is able to land the big knee to the face and take control of the match. Chuck is able to fight back each time. When it looks like Buddy Matthews is down, he's able to reverse anything that Chuck Taylor has. Buddy shows his strength and his power and his quickness inside the ring. But just as it looks like it's going to be too much for Chuck Taylor, he's able to get the reversal in, and he's able to then get the hot tag in and get Trent into the action. Trent comes in like a steam train and he takes out Buddy Matthews with the lariat. He then discards Buddy Matthews into the corner of the Best Friends and then turns his attention to Brody King and takes him off the apron. Trent then really puts it on Buddy Matthews, and the adrenaline and the momentum of the match goes in the way of the Best Friends. He's able to hit the shotgun dropkick in the corner, and then Trent goes high risk, but it costs him. High risk, no reward, and he's scoop slammed by Buddy Matthews. But then the momentum of the match really shifts when Buddy Matthews is able to tag in Brody King. Just as the momentum shifted in the way of the Best Friends, it's taken away and it's given to the House of Black. Brody King first takes out Trent, and then with hammering blows to the chest of Chuck Taylor, he's able to take him out too. In an instant, the match is taken away out of the grasp of the Best Friends, and the strength of Brody King is there for all to see. First, he throws Trent around the ring like he's a baby, picking him up from a dead weight and slamming him down with a power slam. Trent is able to kick out. The fight keeps going on, but the strength of Brody King is too much, and then the double teamwork from the House of Black comes into effect. They're able to keep each other fresh with short, sharp tags, keeping each other in the match and keeping Trent isolated in the corner of the House of Black. And then when they're able to take Chuck off the apron once again and land the big power slam, and just as Chuck is getting into the ring to break up the pin, Brody King discards of him, and the House of Black pick up the win on their return to Rampage. But we're not finished here. There's one more feat for them to get, and it's on AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash. The All Atlantic Championship is on the line, and Malakai Black has his sights on picking up his first championship inside an AEW arena. Once again, like it was a new look, House of Black with Buddy Matthews and Brody King, it's a new look and a new atmosphere inside the arena when Malakai Black appears. Malakai looks looks determined, he looks ready, and he looks willing to put it all on the line to become the new All-Atlantic champion. But he has in his way a fighting champion, a man that has fought through thick and thin to keep that championship, that has fought all over the globe in all different promotions, include Impact, New Japan, OTT, and now he has his biggest, toughest test, and that's what it's all about, the All-Atlantic Championship. Malakai is ready for the fight. Orange Cassidy, always a willing champion, hands over the belt for what could be the last time. The ref shows it to Malakai, lifts it aloft, and the match kicks off. Orange Cassidy puts his hands on the pockets and goes nonchalant for them kicks, but this time Malakai is not having it. He catches it, and just like that, he shows the quick combination strikes that he can do with the meteoric, the finish. Malakai takes control of the match early doors, and he's really putting a beating down on Orange Cassidy. But like the fighting champion he is, Orange Cassidy keeps fighting back. He's able to reverse the brainbuster and land a suplex to Malakai. But just as Orange is about to take control of the match, just as he's getting a bit of momentum going, Malakai is able to reverse another of Orange Cassidy's offense. Looks like Malakai is just too big and too strong and too quick for Orange Cassidy. It's very one-sided, and Black is able to show his quickness. The educated feet of Black is too much for Cassidy, but he continues to fight. We all know that Orange Cassidy will never give up, but every time he looks like a bit of offense, Black is able to reverse or land a move of his own. But somehow Orange is able to take advantage of a misplaced move by Malakai Black and is able to take the upper hand with a tornado DDT. He then lands a Stung Dog Millionaire on Malakai, and it looks like the tide has turned. Orange Cassidy is able to catch Malakai's leg when he went for the roundhouse kick, and it looks like Orange now might have the upper hand over Malakai. Then, out of nowhere, Orange lands the beach break. 1, 2, but no, Malakai is able to kick out. The fans are chanting one more time for Orange Cassidy, and he goes to the corner. He calls for Malakai to get to his feet as he goes for the orange punch, but Malakai sees it and he rolls out of the way and takes the legs from Orange Cassidy. Black then uses his leg to lift Orange Cassidy up, and he lands a Black Mass. And just like that, Malakai Black is able to get the pin and become the new All-Atlantic champion. With the return of the House of Black, returns dominance in AEW. The House of Black are now on top, and they have championship gold to prove it. Malakai is the new All-Atlantic champion, and the other members of the House of Black, Brody King and Buddy Matthews, are going to climb the tag team division. And what I can see in the future of the House is championships, because the House always wins.